Hey, what is up, everybody? I'm Will, and we are back with some more Zenless Zone Zero today. This past weekend, we played a bunch of Suicide Squad, the post-game stuff, and we ended up blasting through a bunch of stuff there. Now we're back in here, and we are going to be getting back into the main story some more, and pushing on through. I need to... continue the main story. Oh, yeah. We ended up here in a bit of a break, but we were playing as this guy, which we haven't had a lot of experiences playing on as different characters. Do that. Future sight woman, which is the only characteristic I remember from you. Oh shoot, I did not post I was online yet. Okay, hold on one second. Of course, we are in the 1.6 update version, and we are still pretty fresh into it, obviously, since we are still making our way through the main story. Where everything was sepia toned about 5 minutes ago. Long time no see, Daddy-o. That's the way I assume this guy talks. He's one bad mother. That guy. Oh, yay. The ever so elusive that guy. We'll probably have the thing. You know, as long as it's that guy and not just that guy. I hate games when they do that. They do it so frequently. Alright, I'm assuming the dude in the alley. Sus. Max Sus is in alley. Hey, wow. Mm. Who's that dude? Not the best way to start the stream. Jesus Christ. Okay, just a bunch of fucking mediocre conversation. Come on. Like, we were just about to team up with him and go do this whole thing, but then we get sidetracked into this. And it's like, really? We get to play as him, but the only thing we're doing is, like, this boring-ass backstory bullshit where it's just, like... I don't think we even really needed to know any of this stuff so far. Now that we overheard all of that, let's run on in here. Yeah, well, guess what? You're wasting his time by doing this retarded spiel of nonsense. Thanks for explaining how worthwhile his time is.
How about it?
By wasting his time by explaining how worthwhile his time is.
Not bad. Let me be honest with you. I have the sacrifice core that you're after. I am Mockingbird.
So it's you. I never thought you'd be so bold as to come see me alone.
Relax, my friend. As you know, if I can sneak into such a heavily guarded auction, then naturally, I can just as easily slip away right now. I'm here with the sincere intention to seek cooperation. I can give you that sacrifice core.
And what do you want in return?
Wealth, glory, power. The things everyone else in the world wants, I want them too. And I'm confident that as the current heir to the Ravenlock family, those are all things you can give me.
Then you've certainly come to the right place. My family is working on a big project. If things come to fruition, Ravenlock's status in Tops will significantly improve. At which point, I'll be sure to leave a spot for you. Naturally, as an outsider, you're precluded from handling any of our core business. But profits from the scraps alone will be enough to set you up for life.
Mr. Hartman, I think you've misunderstood me. I have no intention of joining the Ravenlock family. In fact, I have an art gallery under my name that does pretty well for itself. I was hoping you could recommend me for Tops.
You want to join Tops? That's easier said than done. Even for a family like ours, it would still require significant effort and...
Just answer me yes or no. I don't think either of us can afford to waste time.
I understand. Yes, you have my word. But in exchange, you'll have to give me the sacrifice core first.
I'm sorry, but I'm afraid I can't. I've already hidden it somewhere safe, a place nobody else but me knows. You don't want to put all your chips on the table when dealing with Tops. I know that far too well.
Then that means I also need to keep an eye out when working with the infamous Mockingbird, right?
Mr. Hartman, I should remind you that I stand before you undisguised. Coming from a phantom thief who's never publicly revealed his identity, shouldn't that be sufficient assurance? If I betray you, then you merely need to lift a finger to wipe me from the face of this world.
You do make a valid point there. In that case, you have a deal.
I appreciate your trust.
Why don't we celebrate our new partnership with a toast?
Wow, this is very... It feels like this is probably the most we've talked about tops. Like, I think it's come up a little bit here and there, but this one has been very focused on it.
Having a drink before undertaking anything important is a family tradition. It's good luck.
As an outsider, it's a real honor.
By the way, you aren't the only member of your organization, are you? Shouldn't all your companions agree to this deal first?
You don't have to worry about that. I'll make sure she agrees. Otherwise, I'll get rid of her too.
Seems you'll do whatever it takes to get things done. Great things lie ahead for someone like you. All right, let's leave it at that for today. I'll contact you about what to do next.
That's him! He's the one who killed Serena! She was the only one who was ever any good to him, right? That's how he repays her?
That's why they say once a mongrel, always a mongrel. Just look into his eyes.
Father! We have to punish him! Serena had been ranking ahead of him. Hugo must have poisoned her water so he could pass her.
Pure evil. Typical for an impure bloodline. He should have been kicked out ages ago.
Hugo, did you do all this?
Yes, it was me. I killed her.
He admitted it! Father, he must be expelled. He has no right to live under the same roof as us.
Why don't we reunite him with Serena then? Nobody would ever know.
Hugo, well done. My children, how many times have I told you before? In this world, only the most ruthless, cruel, and unscrupulous of people ever make it to the top. Like Hugo here, who was willing to murder his only true loved one without a second thought. Only someone with the means and the gumption to do that is qualified to be my heir.
But I...
It's all over now, and the results are obvious. The winner of this month's assessment is Hugo. As for the rest of you, go to the usual place for the punishment you deserve.
But Father, before this, I was number one.
As I've told you before, there's only room for one winner in this family. You're still a loser, even if it's by the smallest margin. And there's no reason for a loser to exist. This is all for your own good. Do you understand? Go on now. Receive your punishment for the sake of the family.
Yes, I understand. I'm sorry.
That's so fucking stupid. If that's how they want to take it, then one of them would just murder all the rest of them in the middle of the night. Boom, done. Only one left. Gotta be the heir then. You bring someone else on, boom, kill them in the middle of the night too. Like, doing that kind of shit is so stupid because it's like one of them would be a psycho enough to just kill all the others. So they'd be the only choice. Because why would you want to be around people that you constantly have to be suspicious about them trying to kill you? Like, nah, murder them all, moving on. Like, they always try to, like, every so often you'll find something that's, like, trying to do, like, these murdery game things, like, a bunch of psychos, and it's just like, no! One of them would have been crazy enough and poisoned and or tried to kill all the rest of them. It would just never work out, because when you try to shape children into being psychos, you can probably do it pretty easily. Unfortunately. Besides, I don't think I've ever heard of a structure, like, even the mob, you're supposed to trust each other to some degree, and not constantly worry everyone's always trying to kill you at all times, everywhere, all at once. It's just like, that's stupid to do that amongst your own organization, especially the top members. It's like, wow, way to be super not functional then. Because that means you wouldn't be able to rely on anyone for anything. Because if you told one of your subordinates to do something and it didn't happen, and then it would just get the top guy killed, it's like, well, then there's no point in having a bunch of subordinates, then. It's so dumb when they do stuff like this, because it's like, that would never work, ever. Because they're fucking psychotic people, and they would find that shit, and they would fucking exploit it to the maximum. I.e. killing most of the people. It's like, that's ridiculous for them to do that.
Thank you for escorting me here, Proxy. Today was quite eventful. If you're a child that only brings misfortune. People have been saying that about me for a long time.
Yeah, I hope they explain what the hell is going on with her.
I
They
used
kind
to
of
feel hurt and resentful. But now that I think about it, it's perfectly normal for people to react that way.
Yeah, they kind of brought up her being able to see the future out of nowhere, where it's like, I don't think anyone else has had psychic abilities.
Why do I only predict suffering?
Why do you predict anything at all?
If I could predict happy things, joyful things, would people like me a little more? Maybe fate truly is set in stone. Often, I want to help these people avoid their miserable fates. For a time, I even thought that I was successful, that I could change people's destiny.
But then...
But it was all an illusion. In the end, I couldn't do anything at all. So, I was really happy when you said that my abilities weren't a curse, but a gift. Thank you, Proxy. I'm so glad to have met you. And you're also a fan of Lord Phaethon. It's like we were fated to meet. I don't know why, but I feel completely at ease when I'm by your side. I feel like I'm free from judgment, from blame.
Unfortunately, this is auto, it's so the pauses in
I don't need
between.
to worry about anything, and can
about-
just be my own true self. Perhaps people really do possess an aura, and ours just so
yeah, I
happen
got
to
Max,
be
thank
extremely
you.
compatible.
Oh, Maxora. Unlike these kids at the street.
By
No
the
order
way,
whatsoever.
you asked me before about Hugo. I don't really know much about him. He rarely ever talks about his past. But judging from his eye colors, you can guess he's probably the bastard son of a renowned family. I think his mother was very worried about his different colored eyes, and even wanted to get rid of him at one point. But then his family offered a huge price and bought him off his mother for some reason. And just like that, he moved from a leaky and drafty boarding room to a luxurious mansion. But he's also mentioned that the extravagant home is actually like hell for him. I think it's probably because the family treats him terribly.
Shocker.
I digress. He ran away and ended up meeting Lycon and his master. After that, they formed Mockingbird together and experienced a rare period of happiness. Until Lycon's betrayal.
So, what's your take on Hugo?
I imagine I would still be wandering around now if I had never met him. To me, Hugo is just like an older brother. I've always felt as though he's carrying some heavy burden with him. But that's a secret he's kept to himself. Something he'll never tell me. Sometimes when I look into his eyes, I can feel that he's really struggling with something. Even though he may say some extreme things, Hugo really isn't a bad person.
He just kills a bunch of
I
people
think
and talks about how he deserves to
one
kill a
day
bunch
he'll
of
tell
people.
me his
'Cause
secret.
he's right and they're wrong.
Until then, I just have to wait. Wait and trust him.
No, you're an enabler to a fucking murderer. And for a person to not really, basically surrounded by people that would, like, basically do nothing while fully being aware of him being, like, a fucking psycho. Yeah, that's enabling behavior. Kinda like the mom that doesn't do anything or say anything when their child gets beat right in front of them by the dad. It's like, yeah, no, you're a piece of shit too and an enabler. Oh, but what can we do? Family's family. Fucking call the cops. And or, lock his ass in the basement. Okay, we're gonna meet up and do that. Alright, sweet. Alright, let's do this. Some mission-y time stuff. Do we actually get to fight? I always forget this part is part of the twins. I always think it's just like some separate spot.
It appears we're the first to arrive. I thought we were running late. This might sound weird, but it's nice to think about getting to work with you from now on. I don't really know why that makes me feel so happy. Oh, it's because we're fellow fans! Anyone who likes Lord Phaethon can't be a bad guy.
You're right.
Of course, Lord Phaethon is the greatest there will ever be, but you're definitely the best Proxy I've ever met in person.
Okay, I don't know if
Hugo
he's
told
fully
me before
explained
that
why.
you're really skilled. And he said we'd get along great. I never expected he'd be so right. Oh, by the way, would you like to come by my place if you have time later? I have a huge collection of Lord Phaethon merch.
What does that mean? I don't have merchandising rights. Who's been cashing in on this?
Phaethon, Lord Phaethon doesn't have any merch out there, right? I mean, we don't even know what he looks like, for starters.
It's all my own original merch.
Okay, yeah,
Like
she's a fucking
screenshots
weird.
of old internet comments. I print them out and turn them into postcards. Plus the avatars Lord Phaethon's used, the music playlists they recommend. I've organized it all. I'd love to show it all to you if we get the chance.
Okay, she's a lot.
Well, I appreciate the thought.
Speaking of which, what's taking those two so long? Hugo said he had some preparations to do before entering the Hollow. I wonder how that's coming along.
Oh, come on.
This is getting to be more than just a coincidence, don't you think? Or perhaps you are actually stalking me.
If I was stalking you, you wouldn't ever know.
Overconfident as always. You haven't changed at all.
We just make it a habit to check the state of our weapons prior to combat.
Thanks for that little reminder. I almost forgot.
I didn't expect you to let me join.
What else could I do? Master Proxy would have insisted on having you join us. I never expected for us to have a chance to enjoy some pleasant conversation like this, without our weapons drawn, that is. It really has been too long. I still remember when we first established Mockingbird.
Indeed. That was a long time ago.
Flashback? Here we go.
Thankfully, Jack went in peace.
He must have known about his condition for some time. He even left us with instructions. passing peacefully in your sleep is the most natural way to go. I'm happy for him. By the way, Lycon, have you given it any thought yet?
You mean about our guild for Phantom Thieves?
Yeah. It's time for us to build an organization of our own. Jack always supported the idea, didn't he?
I don't have any objections. But what should we call it then?
How about Mockingbird? It's a bird known for mimicking the calls of others to blend in. The same way we don high society roles for ourselves when we're out on a mission. Oh, oops. I nearly forgot. You're a terrible actor, and you're always flubbing your lines. I guess we can rule out that name then.
No, call it Mockingbird. We're always just putting on an act, aren't we? I won't slip up on our next mission. Besides, we still ran missions together even when we didn't have a name. Having one now won't really make a difference.
No. It does make a difference, Lycon. And I don't just want a name. I want Mockingbird to become a symbol, like the sword of Damocles hanging over everyone's heads, striking fear into the hearts of the rich and cruel whenever they hear the name.
Okay, chillax.
Just like Jack used to say, this world isn't fair. So that's why we have to influence it however we can, and change things in our own way.
But on the basis of not causing harm to other people's lives. That's also what Jack used to say. You remember, don't you?
Of course I remember. All right, I promise.
That sounded pretty forced. Don't forget, things don't end well for people who break their oaths.
I'm good for my word. You must trust your fellow companions. That's also something Jack would say. Well then, today's the day that Mockingbird will officially start flying. Our first order of business, deciding on our symbol.
Looks like we're all here. Hugo, you're late again.
Do forgive me. Someone was pestering me and wasting my precious time.
Remember what our status. Okay. That really hasn't changed for any of that.
I didn't expect the coordinates in Bringer's notes to lead here.
Oh, yay, okay, we got some boss fighting with us.
Are you familiar with this place?
More familiar than you, it seems.
Proxy, if they're being too noisy, then I take action.
By the way, I don't think I mentioned, it is awesome how you can put both swords together to be like a double-sided blade. It's cool.
I don't enjoy obstacles in my path.
The generator room should be nearby. Over here.
Wow, you really know this place like the back of your paw.
Master Proxy, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but there's something wrong with the circuit. It seems to be blocked.
Don't tell me. Victoria Housekeeping's high and mighty attendants can't even fix a simple circuit.
I can fix it, but I'll need a circuit diagram before I can do anything. I've seen diagrams for this type of circuit before. It's a pity that we're unable to connect to the outside world from inside the hollow.
Just leave that problem to me.
Wise, I just sent an image of a circuit diagram to you. Have a look.
Thank you very much, Master Proxy. Now then, let's start repairing this circuit.
Minigame? Oh, that was right the first time. There. A lot of the times it's just, that's what all it is a lot of the times it's just like hitting the corners, and then these middle ones are usually in the right position. I wish these ones would gain a little bit more complexity.
The circuit is fixed. We should now be able to open that door.
Wait up. Wait a second. Something just doesn't add up. It's all coming together now. Communicating with the outside world from within a hollow. And getting that circuit diagram. In theory, there's only one person who could ever do that. Could it be your Lord Phaethon? Impossible. There's no way. But then again, only Phaethon could have done that. I mean, you're an incredible proxy, sure. And you're a good person. But could you really be Lord Phaethon?
Sorry, no. You've got the wrong person.
Really? But my instincts are telling me that you have to be Phaethon. Unbelievable. Lord Phaethon, I've been your biggest fan for years now. Goodness me, Lord Phaethon was right in front of me all along, and I had no idea. This is like a dream. Could you, I mean, if you're willing, could you please give me an autograph and a group photo and...
Anything you want, but let's get out of the hollow first, all right?
Oh, okay. Sorry, guess I got a little too excited.
Anyone would be enraptured meeting someone they admire that much.
Yeah, if I ever met my favorite movie director, I'd be the same.
We should keep moving. This isn't the best place for idle chit-chat.
Interesting. I didn't know she was like super into movies. I knew she was like really into food.
The door's finally open. The Proxy is Phaethon. Phaethon is the Proxy. This is a dream. I never went to wake up.
Right, done. Oh, dang it. I'm trying to keep an eye on the other guy.
In position.
The fissure over there should lead to our destination. Lycon, your fighting style wasn't so reserved in the past.
Outbound.
I've matured.
You call this mature? You're just being pretentious.
Boom! Oh my god, that shredded them. Nice, nice, nice. God, I love the new Ambi. She is amazing.
A difficult foe, that one.
Shit.
Let us leave this place at once. Ensuring Master Proxy's safety is our highest priority.
I won't let anything happen to you, Lord Phaethon.
There we go. Finally.
I won't back down.
Felt like a minute for us to gain ult. Jesus God. There's so many of these dudes out here.
Right over there.
Oh, there we go.
Understood.
Lord Phaethon, how are you feeling?
Oh, she's gonna be a thing to deal with, isn't she?
Are you tired? Do you need a break? Some food? Water?
Oh god.
Thank you for your concern.
Mona Lisa.
I'm fine.
I don't think I've ever noticed that pain before.
Master, a complex mechanism has been detected ahead. To pass through, you need to activate all 3 smaller mechanisms. Suggestion: split up and handle them simultaneously to save time.
So, we have to head to 3 different places to crack this thing.
Huh? We're splitting into 3 groups? In that case, I'll protect you, Master Proxy. I can take care of one myself.
That leaves the last one to me, then.
You should go with Hugo.
What's that supposed to mean? We get along just fine, don't we, Miss Cunninghair?
I don't know what's going on with you two, but you've been bickering the whole time. It's annoying. This is a good chance for you guys to build some rapport. Anby's got a point. Hugo, just go with Lycon.
You just want to be alone with your Lord Phaethon, don't you, Vivian?
Huh? That's not it!
All right, sounds like a plan. It's all decided then.
If Master Proxy says so, then sure. But, Lycon, you better not slow me down.
I really want to recommend you two some movies for a crash course on teamwork.
Alright, tired. Been up all night. All working.
Lord Phaethon, there are too many Ethereals here.
Ooh, this is new. Oh, okay, we have to fill in all the boxes. Okay, we might have done one like this before. remember doing one like that exactly. But nice.
Sure enough, Lord Phaethon and I share a deeper connection. Sorry. I hope I'm not being too forward. Goodness me. Somehow I'm fighting alongside Lord Phaethon. It's like all my dreams are coming true. I'm going to wake up any second now, aren't I?
She needs to chill.
No, this isn't a dream. I'm real. See? You can even hold my hand.
Not only is Lord Phaethon incredible, but super kind. That's it. I pledge to be a die-hard Lord Phaethon fan until my very last breath.
I'm happy to hear that. Don't get me wrong, but why do you like Phaethon so much, Vivian?
Lord Phaethon is my light. The one who saved me in my darkest, most desperate times. Like a deity who rescued me. You probably don't remember, but you really did save me that day. Wow, it's so embarrassing to say all this in front of you. Sorry, I hope I'm not bothering you too much.
No, you're not a bother at all. Thank you for your loyal support.
I should be the one thanking you. Just being able to see Lord Phaethon makes me the luckiest person in the whole world. Sorry to keep babbling like this. I wonder how the others are doing. I'm sure Anby will be able to manage. She's great at this kind of stuff, but as for Hugo and Lycon, let's just hope they don't get into a fight with each other.
Meanwhile... Okay, I'm feeling so sloppy. Yeah, these are weird enemies. These are like new types that we haven't really ran into before, I don't think. There we go, there we go. I cannot figure out why I keep messing up the timing of this so badly. I think it's because they also have a range attack that's not really counted, oddly enough. Wait, did he regenerate? I could have sworn this guy was also low. Ah! Chill out, bud. Yeah, we're almost dead. Holy shit. I don't know why I'm having such... Oh, weird. That specific enemy type is really annoying. Meanwhile, have we played Hugo yet? I can't remember in combat.
So, we have to cooperate to solve this problem.
That's a real shame.
I have no intention of arguing with you right now. Master Proxy and Miss Vivian are elsewhere, and we must rendezvous with them post-haste.
What a coincidence. That's exactly what I was thinking. Just this once, we should trust each other. For the Proxy.
I have no objections.
Very well. Then you'd better keep your word. I know you've never fully trusted me, Lycon, even before it all fell apart.
Get over yourself. Yes, he did. You just turned into a fucking psycho.
You wanted to speak to me alone?
I know you and Hugo are as thick as thieves and don't hide anything from one another. But you can't tell him what I'm about to tell you.
Did something happen with him?
Hugo is an intelligent and gifted child. He learns everything I teach with ease. In time, he'll grow beyond me. Reach a place where people will marvel and look up to him as a beacon.
Yeah. As much as I hate to admit it, he always picks things up just a teeny bit quicker than me. But none of that matters, because I can overpower him easy.
I don't think being gifted is a good thing for him.
What do you mean?
He bears a dark and painful past. What he was taught, the hatred he was faced with, everything he picked up. It's all become an integral, inseparable part of him. I believe that beautiful flowers can blossom even in the darkest abyss. But the roots of that flower would draw from evil instead of good. Hatred instead of love. It's a curse that flows through his lineage. A curse that fate branded him with. I've seen far too many people like that throughout this long life of mine. They struggle with this curse their whole lives. But they all end up failing in the end. The path of light is narrow and fleeting. And the darkness is filled with such temptation that dropping your guard for even just a moment can send you spiraling straight into the abyss.
Do you mean Hugo's going to be a bad guy?
I don't know. I hope he'll always stay true to his heart. That he won't give in to hatred and ambition. That he won't become the dragon that must be slain. But he has inherited the seed of evil. You cannot let it take root. I'm afraid I won't be there to help you. There's not much life left in this old body of mine. So then, Lycon, promise me now. You must hold his chain tight. To restrain him. To stop him. And when necessary, to choke him.
Okay, you went a little far with the whole chaining thing, but okay.
You've become slow. Or maybe you've been on guard against me this whole time. And that's what's slowing you down. Looks like I was right. Lycon, I hope you're aware that the one who betrayed Mockingbird and went to work for the Mayflowers was you. Not me. I would never betray my companion.
I don't wish to repeat myself, but you should not break our oath.
That's the path I've chosen, and I'm going to stick to it.
But you know that path will lead you the wrong way.
Who are you to lecture me about right and wrong?
I believe any path that makes you feel pain must be the wrong one.
Your disgusting sympathies make me sick, Lycon. There's only ever been one person who can kill me or save me, and that is me.
I'd be down if he died at the end of this. Hola, mi amigos.
That was loud. What's happening up ahead?
Hold on, everyone. I'll go check it out.
It's probably multiple Ethereals attacking. Just in case, I'll go with you.
Honestly, Ambi kind of feels stapled in here.
Vivian, you should go with them too. Keep an eye on Lycon, will you? I'm worried he might sell us out to the mayor when he gets the chance.
I'd never do that. But if Miss Vivian wishes to join us, she's more than welcome.
Okay, then I'll go with you.
Why do you look so nervous?
I've spent so much time by your side already. I need to get away from Lord Phaethon for a little bit, or I might die from this overwhelming happiness.
If that's the case, Miss Vivian, feel free to come along with me.
Okay.
So, how does it feel to be worshipped, Lord Phaethon?
You had that figured out a while ago, didn't you?
Sharp as always. But of course, I couldn't spoil it for her. She has to figure it out on her own. That's what makes it special.
Not only that, you asked Lycon and Vivian to leave for some reason. Is there something you'd like to say to me?
I can't keep anything from you, can I? I've always treated Vivian like my own little sister. Maybe it's just a coincidence, but she looks a lot like Serena. I think I mentioned it before. Serena was my half-sister. She passed away a long time ago. Vivian really likes you, whether you're faith-in or just wise. Of course, I also have a lot of respect for someone like you. Strong, fair, and genuinely kind. So I hope... I beg you, please keep her safe.
Hang on. What's that supposed to mean?
Think of it as the last bit of conscience I have left. A kid as pure as her. She should stay alongside someone who walks in the light. Like you. Not even Vivian can agree with all my beliefs. One day we'll go our separate ways.
Your beliefs? What do you mean exactly?
You probably heard from Lycon. We swore an oath when we started Mockingbird. We swore to use our own hands to right the wrongs in this world. But never, under any circumstances, would we take another human life. I stayed true to my words.
Until I didn't.
My father, and man I hated, stood right before me. I could have ended his life easily, but I hesitated. I remembered that damned oath and their repeated attempts to convince me. I didn't do it. Because of that, innocent people died. All because of him. If I'd killed him first, then none of those tragedies would have happened. People like him don't deserve to live. After that, I realized sometimes taking one life really can save countless others.
I understand where you're coming from.
I knew you'd understand. Vivian has a good heart. I don't want her to get her hands dirty. But you know how it is. In this world, someone has to be the bad guy. So, I want to apologize to you.
Yeah, he's gonna betray us. God damn it.
Why apologize all of a sudden?
You're incredibly strong, kind, capable, and really, really lucky. The world needs more people like you. Remember that revenge movie I told you about, Children of Devils? I still haven't found it, but I came across another videotape with the same name. Turns out, in that story, the Children of Devils are actually the children of God. Ah, sorry for rambling. Hope you don't mind. They should be back soon. Please, look after Vivian for me.
In position.
Boss fight?
What is this? It looks like a cocoon.
It's a boss fight, yeah.
Careful, everyone. If I'm not mistaken, that's a sacrifice in there.
It appears to be in hibernation. We don't know when it'll wake up.
If it does wake up, we'll be in serious trouble.
Wait, those spots Bringer marked in his notebook. Are you saying each one might have a sacrifice like this? That means there must be at least a dozen of them. And that's only counting the ones we know so far. These sacrifices may still be hibernating, but the fact that there are so many of them out there is terrifying. The Exaltists must have a way to revive them, and that's not all. These sacrifices can exist outside the Hollows if they make their way into populated areas.
I'm afraid it will lead to a catastrophic disaster likened to the fall of the old capital. That's almost certainly what they meant by vengeance against all New Eridu.
Okay, so there are branches of the government that we haven't really met yet, one of which are people that like specialize in hollow hunting, similar to Section 6, but like other people similar to that. I'm wondering if one of these will escape and it will lead into the next update where we might be introduced to one of those people. Because yeah, as far as like the higher up important people that we know of from like a super old trailer, the only ones we've really gotten to meet was Section 6. And there's like a bunch of other like city hero people that I don't think we've really mentioned or really met. Except for like the one scientist guy, like vaguely.
Let's find a way to get rid of these sacrifices. We can't let the Exaltists have them.
Thank you for helping me find this sacrifice.
Oh, fuck my
But
life.
sorry, kids. You won't be the ones to keep it.
It's that annoying old man. Why is he here?
I'd advise you to choose your words wisely, young lady.
You're from the Ravenlock family. So it was you.
That face. Oh, I know you. I heard about what happened to your friend. Truly unfortunate. If only she'd been smarter.
It seems your goal was this sacrifice all along. You've been tailing us, haven't you? Keeping your distance so that I wouldn't notice.
As expected of a wolf tyrant, you are very perceptive. That's right. All thanks to your ex-partner, we were able to carry out our plan smoothly.
There we go.
My ex-partner?
I'm not exactly happy being called that, but what he said is true.
Wait, Hugo, what do you mean?
I made a deal with Mr. Hartman in advance, so would you kindly step aside and let us have this sacrifice? Of course, you can choose to refuse, but if you do, then I'll have to take coercive measures.
What did you offer him?
Everything we know about the sacrifices plus the core itself.
But why?
It's simple. I want to climb higher. Mr. Hartman offered me a chance to join Tops. Who could say no to that?
No. Impossible. You promised to help me investigate the Exaltists. You told me the whole point of Mockingbird was to do anything it takes to bring a little justice to this world. Was all of that just a lie?
You're just too gullible, Vivian. I also told you, everybody lies. To hide their true intentions, people lie so smoothly, they don't even bat an eye.
You. What a wonderful show of betrayal and backstabbing! Bravo! I've got no interest in your little feud. But would you all be so kind as to step aside? My men still have some delicate handiwork to do. To extract that sacrifice behind you.
Over my dead body.
Man, I hate that dude's color combination of that bright pinkish vest with his glasses, comboed with the, like, earthy green undershirt. It's like, why? Those two colors are such a weird combo. Then obviously that's the white overcoat. Nope. Oh! Okay, I didn't even realize that marker is Ambi's marker. Oh, I thought it was the enemies that had that marker on them. I didn't even realize it was going away when we swapped.
Stand still.
Wide open.
Oh, when that builds up, you can just tap triangle when triangle's not, like, an active move. So triangle kind of works as a charge attack when it's not, like, when it's on, like, cooldown, basically, for most other characters, but they actually turned it into a much more usable move for Ambi. Interesting. Interesting. Finish this up. Yep. Yeah, because like this triangle move is different from like when the actual triangle down in the corner is actually active. But yeah, that little ring that builds up on the enemy, you can use triangle to do basically another specialty move when that gets built up. It does like a flash step slash. Ooh, we're on the roof. Boss fight with him.
You guys are such a pain. Hugo, stop standing around. Time for you to act. We had a deal. Give me the sacrifice core now.
Did we? I don't remember. I imagine this is your favorite kind of entertainment. Watching allies betray each other, suspicion festering until it all turns to bitter hatred. Seeing people tear each other apart like wild beasts, just like your decaying family. Does it comfort that dead conscience of yours?
You. What's that supposed to mean?
I am loving the look on your face right now. Right when you think you've succeeded, I'm here to tell you it was all fake. None of it was real. Let this pain sink in. It's karma for what you did to me back then.
You're insane. I have no idea what you're talking about.
You still don't recognize me, do you? Let me give you a little hint. My full name is Hugo Vlad Ravenlock.
That's impossible. You're part of our family?
Yeah, did the eyes give it away?
I may be an illegitimate child, but I have the same blood flowing in my veins as you.
I know you. You're that bastard of his. Damn it! I could have sworn you were already.
My dear uncle, you were never worthy of your position. You have no claim to the Ravenlock lineage. You may have killed all of my father's other children, but sorry to disappoint. I'm still alive. I am the true heir to the Ravenlock family.
You're a bastard. You have no right to inherit the family.
That's not for you to decide. Master Edmund is very supportive of my claim.
Edmund? That's impossible. You weaseled your way into Top's inner circle?
Master Edmund doesn't care who achieves his goal. In other words, he'd happily let me take over the Ravenlock family, as long as I'm more competent than you.
This can't be! You don't know the family's real secret!
I know a lot more than you think, including everything that you've done. Just give up. You never even stood a chance.
Damn it.
This was all fake, right? You were just putting on an act to fool this old man, right? I actually fell for it. Don't do that again. At least give us a heads up next time.
Vivian, everything I did was to rightfully inherit the Ravenlock family. That part is true. Now, I'm going to kill this man who stole what was never his. I'll make sure he can never be a threat again.
You can't kill him. We still need information from him on the sacrifices and the Exaltists.
You must be misunderstanding something, Lycon. Just like you chose the mayor, I chose Tops. At least for now, Tops has the same interests as me. I'm not going to harm my own self-interests, be it intel on the sacrifices or the core itself. I'm handing everything over to Master Edmund.
Why?
I just want to take back what's mine. If fate is not willing to give me justice, then I'll just have to seize it with my own hands. Stealing, robbing, lying, or betraying. I'll do whatever it takes.
Even if it means selling your soul to the devil? You know about the power struggle between Tops and City Hall. Those elites at Tops would be only too happy to see the Exaltists plotting a grand attack on New Eridu using sacrifices.
That would severely harm the Mayflower's reputation and approval rating in New Eridu. And that's exactly what Tops wants to see.
If that happens, countless people will die.
I'm sorry it has to be this way.
It doesn't have to be this way.
But
You're
I have
choosing
do
to be
this.
this way, you fucking dick.
I'm going to get everything Master Edmund wants. Inherit the Ravenlock name, climb to the top. And then I'll be able to change everything for
No, you
good,
won't, you fucking
for a
moron.
permanent and absolute victory. We must endure the pain of cutting away rotten flesh and persevere through the darkest hour before dawn. Someone has to.
You're delusional and you're just giving into it.
I don't agree. Sounds like some twisted logic to me.
This is the path I've chosen. Without power, resources, or strength, we can't do anything. Mockingbird is the perfect example. All the talk about using our power to tip the scales of justice and hover over them like the sword of Damocles. It's just a delusion. In their eyes, we're nothing but annoying gnats. Mockingbird has never really changed anything or saved anyone. Never in the past, not now, and never will in the future.
Dude, you're a fucking moron.
None of it matters.
Save 3 people.
But even so, you shouldn't become the kind of person you hate.
Sorry, Proxy. I know what you're trying to say. But this isn't some children's story of a dragon slayer becoming an evil dragon. Sometimes, to slay the dragon, you must first become one. With sharp claws, rending fangs, and strength enough to destroy anything. So I will bloody my hands. I will carry the weight of my sins. I will become the abyss.
Yeah, no, you're a selfish asshole that just wants what you want, and you will kill as many people, doesn't matter who, to get what you want. And you will sacrifice everyone in justification for it, because you're a massive dickhead.
Keep focused. Now you pay.
Oh my god, arm cramping up from button smashing his ass to oblivion.
What you deserve.
That's an interesting move he has with the slow motion.
Flip the switch. Not over. Now you pay.
Dude, Ambi has made this fight so much easier. Woo! Oh my god. So much button smashing. Holy crap.
All right, you got me. But too bad. I have my own methods.
Fuck.
What are you doing?
Well then, make your choice. The sacrifice core, or your precious faith in. I know you took it. Don't forget, I'm the one who taught you that.
Okay, the core is yours.
God damn it.
Just leave Lord Phaethon
That's why they
alone.
made her obsessed with us, so this would
What a
be a
shame.
thing.
Did you really think I'd keep my promise? That's right. This is the real me. What's the matter? Thinking of killing me? Didn't you say all life is precious? Drop your foolish facade.
I knew it. You.
He has inherited the seed of evil. Do not let it take root. When the time comes, you must be the one.
We're going over the building, buddy. No.
Go on, kill me. If you've got the guts, do it.
Oh, he's one of those lame assholes. I'm gonna murder as many people until my best friend finally murders me. You know, the thing I want the whole time. But he's gotta be a dick and have morals, so I just gotta kill people. I hate when they do that bullshit storyline.
Master Proxy, are you okay? Are you hurt?
Okay, he's not dead, so what the fuck's about to happen? Because What's-Her-Face would have had a vision that he died.
Don't worry. I'm fine. I just didn't expect things to turn out like this.
Vivian would have had a vision.
Lord Phaethon, I'm sorry. I had no idea Hugo would do that to you. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, she would have had a vision of either Wise dying or What's-His-Face dying, or Hugo dying, but she didn't have a vision of either of those. Assuming, like, she would have them. Does get a vision for, like, most people around her.
Judging from how we've interacted before, Hugo didn't seem like the reckless type. I feel like there's more to this than meets the eye.
Hugo, he...
That's a hollow down there. If you need, I can arrange for someone to go in and search for his body.
That isn't necessary.
To be frank, I thought you'd hate him for his betrayal, Miss Vivian.
I do hate that he's keeping things from me, but all these years, Hugo's been like family to me. I believe he's still with us.
I feel the same. It's possible he's still alive.
I'm terribly sorry, but I must tell you, it is impossible for Hugo to be alive. My hand went through his heart.
Sorry to interrupt, everyone, but just so you know, Hartman's gone. Probably slipped away during all the chaos.
Can't be, come on.
I'm sorry, I was so focused on Master Proxy's safety, I wasn't paying attention to him.
Same, but it doesn't matter. We all know what he did, and he will pay for what he did today.
Yes. I'll be reporting all of this to the mayor. He's not getting away with this. Well then, now that it's all over, let's head back.
Oh, hello.
Another obstacle out of the way. She's going to be pleased about this. May the Creator guide us.
Fear, suffering, despair, and destruction. That's the future I see. Lord Phaethon.
Is she gonna try to sacrifice herself to save us? hold on a second, guys. Alright, completed. And we're gonna go to sleep. It feels like a minute since we went to sleep to progress. Oh wow, we did like a lot. Oh, I guess that's officially it then. Okay, I wasn't sure if there was going to be another beat after this. We already claimed that one. Part A. So, I'm assuming the next one will be Part B. Season 1 Epilogue. Really? This is a pretty intense story, I'd say. And they're calling this the Epilogue? So we have interlude. Yeah, we have interlude, chapters, and then seasons. This is season 1 epilogue. I'm surprised it wasn't a... Oh yeah, I guess they're probably gonna do seasons by like the point. So, like, this is version 1.6. So I'm assuming maybe Season 2 is going to start when we get to 2.0. Which I'm assuming 1.6 and 1.7 are both going to be the same, are going to be, like, the same story since this is Part A. So it's like, I don't know why they're doing that. They could have just done, like, we run a videotape store. So this could have just been episodes in a season instead of chapters. And then, instead of this being an epilogue to the season, it could have been, like, a movie. Like a double feature movie. Like, Part 1 and Part 2 of a movie. Sticking with the theme of, you know, the video store. So, instead of chapters, it's episodes. And instead of Season 1 epilogue, it could have just been, like, Part 1 of 2 of a double feature movie. That could have been cool if they went with that motif instead. Yo! Realize fate. Alright, well, I guess we are done with the main story. The main story was really good. Dude, the story of this game is by far the most engaging for me out of all the hoyoverse games. Which, by the way, I did end up... I downloaded it yesterday, and I played it for like 20 minutes, and then I quit. I did, what was it? Tower of Fantasy, or Fantasy Tower? I can't remember which one it is. It's another game that's like, similar to this, somewhat, like the hoyoverse style games, and good lord was that one bad. Oh my god, I couldn't barely get 20 minutes in. It felt so bad because I was playing it on PS5. The thing is, it's like the hoyoverse games where you can play it on your phone or you can play it on console or on PC or whatever, except it did not feel optimized in any way, shape, or form for console, because everything about it screamed like should be on a smartphone. This feels like this is a smartphone thing. And it's just like, oh my god, it felt terrible. So I immediately deleted it after just 20 minutes of playing it. I barely could even make it through the opening. But yeah, that is it for today, guys. We're gonna call it here since we just finished up with the main story. Actually, hold on, let's quickly check. There. Okay, close. And I don't know how many we need for that. 800. Wow, we're 51 away. All right, well, I'll try to get it. And then, okay, how long do we have? Wait, it's already flipping over? Oh my god, what? I did not realize it was so short. 1 day. Wow, Ambi's already going away. That feels so short. It's only been like a week. And it's already going away. What the hell? Is this just like... Are they gonna pop out the next update, like... soon? Dang, man. Oh, womp womp. I guess we're not gonna get Ambi then. Oh, wait, no. Alright, hold on. I don't think there's anything quick that we could just easily grab it from. Alright, yeah. Unfortunate. Yeah, that's gonna be it for today, guys. Thank you for coming out and hanging out on... Hold on, let me pull up my thing so I can do my whole spiel. On day 1672 of streaming in a row. Tomorrow we're gonna get into Genshin Impact. That also just got an update, as well as like a whole like expansion to a whole new area. So we are probably gonna be doing the next 2 days on that, maybe. And then we're gonna be doing Thursday and Friday on Psychonauts 2, because we finally finished up Psychonauts 1, which was pretty fun. I looked at the trophies for that game. Oh my god, there's like a bunch of other stuff I didn't even know you could do in the game in terms of like conversational stuff with other people to get trophies. And it's just like, I didn't even know you could do like half of these conversations with people, just because like that game is like fairly short and it moves pretty quickly. I mean, a good majority of the game is most of the campers with their brains sucked out, so you can't even really interact with them for a lot of it. But yeah, I looked at the trophies. A lot of them looked pretty easy to get, but they were just like really weird and more obscure things where it's just like, things where it feels like between this beat and this beat in the main story, but before you do this, you have to go and talk to this. It feels like that kind of vibe where it's like, you kind of already need to know what you need to do the thing. Which those types always kind of like, I never was a really big fan of. But anyway, that's it for today. Like I said, Genshin Impact the next 2 days, which will be their newest update. And then next Monday will be the next time we play some more. And we're going to go and do some of the event stuff. And try to get a bunch of these different events going off. And see how that goes. Yeah, that is it for today. Thank you for coming out and hanging out. Like always, links down below for my Blue Sky, my Twitter, as well as links over my YouTube channel, where all my previous streams are uploaded and archived over there. And I will see you all tomorrow with some Genshin Impact. If not, I'll see you guys back here next Monday with some more Zenless Zone Zero. Hopefully the next update will just, like, I'm assuming it will be immediately continuing this story and seeing what's going on, because I'm assuming this is epilogue, because whatever the next season is, like whatever the main like story is like what this is setting up. So even though this seems like main story, I'm assuming like the woman that showed up last minute there, and like we're getting way more into tops, which I'm surprised about. Like I keep saying, I hope we run into more of those like hero type characters. Like again, there was like one trailer that they released that showed off a bunch of different like heroes in like alluding to them. Hope we get to meet some more of those people soon. Maybe we will meet one of them per like season, or like their group per season. Yeah, that's it for today. See ya.